Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. Much obliged.
Suppose I ought to earn my business.
I don't know what to do.
Venturing to grand way to wind up in the gather.
I'll have an early supper. Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Almost forgot. Can't leave things half done.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing... Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... God... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I must strive for a higher understanding. Isn't there anything to do round here?
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Yeah? What is it?
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! 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 I need it. I need it. I need more medicine!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Oh, someone help.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us. Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them. I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
I must be grateful. At least I have a friend.
Mine is a life devoted to humble prayer.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
True enough.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
I concur. I need it.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
You have my support. Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Yeah, never. Watch over. Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Rat.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Jahan and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
Tis so dull when there's nothing
My
doing.
prayers will surely be rewarded from here.
Sweeping, laundry. My work near done.
What was it I had planned for the morrow? Suppose that's enough for one day.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place. I wonder what rumors the moral ethics store. My friend, a few hours taken a wrong to help order my thoughts.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
A few hours sleep.
Elena? Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Face it. No one's coming to my rescue.
Anything to do around here? Maybe I'll get Oh, my joints have been aching so.
What am I to do?
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Not many rumors to be had around here.
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. Oh, well, that's all right. Thanks for hearing me out anyhow.
Do not approach me.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Death comes for me next. Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
You looking to join? Don't bother.
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming, but ox carts don't run. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think. A pleasant spot to while away an afternoon.
I'm sick of looking at you.
Wonder what rumors that they haven't. I'll take any chance to think on my troubles. Lots to do. How long this job decent sleep.
What am I to do?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I know not what to make of this.
I fear I've much to attend to. Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Look, as long as you please.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What is waiting around?
There's no easy thing making a living. Must hold out till someone comes. What are we doing about a dozen things?
Bleeding amateurs. I respect their time.
Peruse at your
See?
leisure, sir.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution.
An astounding discovery. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling? 'Tis a hobgoblin!
Fire's fury shan't be evaded against this. I grant you roaring flame.
Well done.
You've been doused in oil. You must steer clear of fire.
I'll put this to use. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Might I be of assistance?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Let me get that.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
Skeletons, there! These beams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Well done! I grant you fire flame. Use it well. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
A curative ought to do the trick. Rather large for spiders.
They are best left undisturbed. It's there. It'll soon fall.
Can't stop it. He's not this chance to strike it. It seems we have enraged our foe.
What a strength you are risen.
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
Let's save our royal majesty. I grant you fire faith. Use it well.
Product of heedlessness.
Stand firm. You are not alone. Are the rest of you going all right? We cannot let the fallen remain so.
I am
My magic's gone to an elemental.
I will finish this here and now. Focus your strength, Risen. No, Risen has been poisoned.
Or it fell from the beast when the creep was lost. We cannot break it from this side.
Really now?
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
A flawless execution.
Once more!
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
It has a resistance to ice.
I grant you fire and blade. Use it well. Most impressive, Master.
We can ill afford to grow old. Our foe is not yet done.
Outstanding. Well done. What has stricken you, Arisen? I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us.
Remain alert. The paths to victory are many. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Not what I expected.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, I do not espy any suitable footholds. Methinks I can make it over there. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Astonishing. I look forward to sharing this possibility with my own master.
'Tis not what I expected. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I grant you roaring flame.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Close the flames!
This calls for a curative.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We have reached our destination.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.